Hello everyone, this is Grumpy Gamer. Welcome back to another episode of Tekkit. I'm here on the server. I'm back behind the house. There's the bridge, and here's the thing I want to show you. It's a new building I built. It's a pumpkin farm. And it's pretty massive. You can see the size of it right there. It's pretty big. And there's the house. So it's roughly the size of the house square footage wise. The house is pretty big itself. So let me go in here and show it to you. Now I did not come up with this design. I just watched a video on YouTube and a guy did one of these. He didn't do he was a tutorial video, so he didn't do it to this scale, but I don't want to take credit for something I didn't come up with. So basically the way it works is there's 160 pumpkin plants. You can see a row of them right there. There's 8 rows and each row contains 20 pumpkins, so there's a grand total of 120 pumpkin plants. And the way this works is you see all these machines right here, these gray machines, they're called block breakers, and they're pointing straight down right now. So what they do is whenever a pumpkin grows, they bust it, it gets sucked up into the pipe. Now this pipe right here is actually called Redstone tube. It's part of the Redpower2 mod, which is actually a lot better than buildcraft. I started with buildcraft, I guess everybody does, but it's kind of glitchy and bugs. Weird stuff happens, like you click a teleport pipe to set the frequency and the game crashes, that kind of thing. And so this is also supposed to be a lot less laggy, and it's smarter too. So like, let's say for example this, let me click this block breaker. Oh, I can't. If you notice, there's no like iron pipes or anything like that. This stuff right here is smart enough to send everything where it needs to go. So if this was buildcraft pipe, what would happen was when a pumpkin comes up into the pipe, it comes down to here. It's got a 50-50 chance of going this way or this way, and stuff will just bounce around the system unless you use iron pipes as valves to make everything go the right way. But with this tubes right here, they're smart enough to know where to go. So there's actually only one input, that's that chest right there. And so every time a block breaker sucks something up, it automatically knows it's supposed to go to the chest. So it's a lot easier to use. And if you notice, the wire is blinking because it's redstone tube. Now there's two types of pneumatic tube. There's pneumatic tube, and then there's redstone tube. That's redstone tube. It's just capable of carrying a redstone pulse. So let me show you how that works. We have a timer right here. That's part of the Redpower2 mod also. I've got it set to 2 seconds. That value is arbitrary. You can set it to whatever you want. But it sends out a pulse, this red alloy wire, and then it goes up this jacketed wire. And the reason I have to have that is because that's the only stuff that will interface with the redstone tube. In other words, the red alloy, you can't connect it to this pipe. You have to use this stuff. It's pretty easy to make. Let me show you the recipe. You can make it out of almost any material, and it just affects the way it looks. It doesn't affect the way it operates. But you take a red alloy ingot and surround it by some type of cover. Now, if you're new to Tekkit, covers are made with saws, and you can chop up a block into 8 pieces, and that makes covers. So first of all, you got slabs, just like you do in vanilla Minecraft. So if you chop a block one time, you'll get slabs. Chop it again, you'll get panel. Chop it a third time, you get covers. They're just the thinnest, but you chop it up and make that, and then that's feeding this timer into the system. So you can see the wire blink. That's why the wire is blinking. So every block breaker gets a pulse every 2 seconds, and if there's a pumpkin beneath it, it breaks it and sends it into this chest. Now nothing's actually stored in this chest. The instant a pumpkin goes in there, it gets sucked out. Well, not instantly, but pretty close. And you can see them coming out right here. I just got a redstone engine sucking it out. Now it's kind of glitched looking. It looks like they're going backwards, but it's not. It's working. And so if I want to collect pumpkins in here, I can flip the switch and pumpkins will collect. So let's say if I ever have a project, I need 2 stacks of pumpkins, I can cut that off and they'll collect in here. Now this system right here will generate a stack of pumpkins about every 10 minutes. And so that's 6 stacks of pumpkins per hour, which translates into roughly, I didn't do the exact math, but it's 6 to 8 diamonds. It's 6 to 8 diamonds per hour, which isn't bad for a machine. There's quicker ways to get diamonds and Tekkit, obviously, you know, you can build some of those magic machines that pump out a diamond every 2 or 3 seconds. So there's just no fun in that for me. So anyway, you can see this teleport pop here, and that's set to the same frequency as the quarry output. So the quarry output goes to the sorting machine inside the house. Let me show you that, because it has been updated just a little bit. First of all, I just noticed this a while ago. This is an industrial alarm with a receiver to it, so I'm guessing somebody's trying to prank me. They think I'm going to be in the house and they're just going to scare me or something. I'm guessing. I don't know what that's for, but that's the only reason I can see. But anyway, let me show you the house, the sorting machine. I took the long way around. Okay, here we go over here. Now I have 3 quarries being fed into this machine now, so I had to redesign it a little bit, because what was happening is everything was going into a chest right here, and I had 4 redstone engines sucking stuff out of the chest, and it still couldn't suck stuff out fast enough. I didn't want to use a steam engine or a combustion engine because they're very hard to automate. In other words, if you put one of those there, you either got to constantly feed coal into it or build some machine. And so basically it was easier just to bypass it. So if you look right here, these 3 teleport pipes, one's for me, one's for my girlfriend, and this one over here is Seth's. By the way, his Minecraft name is ShadowWolf110. But all the stuff comes out of the quarries goes directly into the sorting machine now. It no longer goes in the chest. I still have a chest, but if you look right here, I have a iron pipe, and iron pipes act like valves. Stuff can come down here and automatically goes this way. Stuff can come from the chest and automatically goes that way too. So you got to put that pipe there, the iron pipe. If you don't, what will happen is stuff will come down here and it'll have a 50% chance of going this way or a 50% chance of going this way. Ooh, I just saw a diamond go by. So that right there just allows you to have iron pipe lets you have 2 inputs going into 1 output, or alternatively you can have 1 output and then have it, or I'm sorry, 2 inputs and have it go to 1 output. Whoa, that's 2 inputs going to 1 output, or you can have 1 input going to 2 outputs. Okay, I finally got that right. Okay, so we still have this chest here. So what that's for is if you manually want to feed something in the system, like let's say you were caving, you just got a lot of ore in your inventory, you can dump it in this chest and it will automatically get sucked into the system. But anyway, the pumpkins are coming in from this pipe here. They go up here and go around. That's actually kind of glitched, so you can't see the pipes. There's a pumpkin going down. This stuff's random. You can sit here and watch this thing right here, and it looks like cobblestones going into the macerator. It's not. First of all, you don't hear the macerator going there. You just saw a pumpkin. This is glitched. You can't go by the looks of that. Everything is going to the right location. It just doesn't look like it if you look at the pipes. That's buildcraft for you. But let me show you the recycler. Now this thing's running at maximum efficiency. Oh, actually it's not. There's nothing going into there right now. What that probably means is the quarries have dried up. Yeah, I think they're just getting near bedrock. Yeah, that's what the problem is. All the quarries are near bedrock. We set them up. It only takes them like they're running at max power, and it only takes them like 4 to 8 hours. I don't remember the exact amount, but they went dry is basically what happened. We did with the quarries. But when all 3 are going, this stuff is hauling ass. I mean, I couldn't suck stuff out of the chest fast enough with 4 redstone engines. But anyway, back to the recycler. It's working. It's just not getting much materials. I showed this in the last video. This recycler right now is just generating scrap boxes. You can see they're kind of building up. I don't mess with them, but other people do. But what I'm wanting to do is knock this wall out, extend the room in this direction, and I'll have a second recycler. And the other recycler will be feeding scrap into a mass fabricator. I've never messed with a mass fabricator yet, but it's used to generate UU matter, which makes a lot of stuff like quantum armor and that kind of stuff. I haven't ever messed with it, but that's what it's for. I would kind of like to get the quantum helmet that lets you breathe underwater, and that would be pretty cool to be able to breathe underwater. Next thing on the agenda, I was going to show you this solar power plant. Modified it, improved it, that kind of thing. But we have a lot more electricity now. That one block I'm pointing at, that's a high voltage solar panel, and these three here are medium voltage solar panels, so we got a lot more electricity than what you saw last time. And those things right here, these 4 machines, those are mfsu's. Each one of those stores 10 million EU, so we're storing 40 million EU right now. And you can see all 4 outputs are tied together, and they go to here. This is the high voltage transformer, and that knocks it, or that limits it to, I don't really actually remember what that knocks it down to. But these things, 4 things right here, these are medium voltage transformers, and then they knock the voltage down to 128. And here, right here, it feeds these 3 pipes right here. This pipe right here feeds all the machines inside the house. So these are what this is for. This is the crafting area. That's where I got the ladder. So like you need material, you can go down there and get it. But you do all your crafting right here. We keep most of the machine stuff right here. Machines, solar panels, gears, that kind of thing. Any materials that we use for making other stuff. And all these machines right here you use while you're crafting. Like you might just need 1 stack of refined iron, so you take a stack of refined iron and you throw it in this furnace right here. Normally we got overclockers in there. I don't know where they're at. They're probably just somewhere else. There's 2. There's 11. There are a bunch of overclockers missing. Oh, that sucks. That's the bad thing about playing on a multiplayer server. You don't know everybody. The stuff's just missing. Honestly, you don't know if it's stolen or somebody was using it somewhere else and they just forgot to put it back. But anyway, there was a lot more overclockers in there. There was like 18 or 20 of them, and now there's not. So anyway, we usually have like a 11 here. You can put up to 11 in there, so I'll have 11 in one machine. And like if you want to cook a stack of whatever, put 11 overclockers in here, and it'll zip it out pretty fast. I'll just have to make some more. This location seems to be pretty popular because they actually moved the spawn to right here. If you come into the game for the first time, you'll be standing right here looking this way. But anyway, that was the power plant. Now right, these things right, oh, I got a couple more things to show you here actually. These are the energy links. We have 2 of them now. This one right here is for Lady Star. She's getting 72 EU per tick, and this one's getting 32 EU per tick. I explained that in some other videos, but basically this is a low voltage transformer, and this is a battery box. It only puts out 32 EU per tick. So what that does is it limits the amount of power this thing can draw. It's like a glitch in the game, but basically if you don't put that stuff in line, this pipe will be getting 72 EU per tick regardless of whatever's on the other side. But since it's only powering 1 quarry, which uses 22 EU, we put that in line. That just keeps this energy link from wasting power. If Seth ever decides to build more stuff, I'll remove that and set it up like this one right here. This one right here is actually running 2 quarries and the rubber tree farm. The rubber tree farm doesn't run all the time though, only when you go over there and reset it. Let me actually show you the rubber tree farm. We got a couple rubber tree over here, but had a few slight changes to it, not major. I suggested Lady Star that she put glowstone in the floor, kind of light it up so that monsters wouldn't spawn here. They still spawn here because of the trees. She didn't put enough of them, but I don't know why. She might not have time or something, or just didn't feel like doing it. I don't know, but monsters are really bad about spawning here. Now, as I was telling you another episode too, that we planted a whole ton of saplings, and that's just to give us a better chance of getting rubber tree quick. And you can see we have 2 rubber trees right here. If we're actually turning this machine on, we'd have a ton of rubber wood, and it'd take us about 10 or 15 minutes to pick it all up, so I don't want to do that. What I might do as a project, just got to get around to it, is have it set up like I did on the old server, where I have the obsidian pipes, and the way that works is they'll just gather anything that falls on the floor. But anyway, Seth has like 4 houses. I forgot to show his house in another video, This is the house I was going to show. Unfortunately, he changes it around and stuff too, so like he had this working. I don't know why it's not now, but if you flip the switch, it closes this floor right here, and you flip it again, it open it, and there's just a ladder leading down. He doesn't have anything down here. I think he might have gutted it or something to move some stuff to another place or something. I'm not sure. Well, that was pretty cool. I helped him with this a little bit. I basically put in the white trim. The floor, I don't remember that floor. I think he just added that. And here you can see his mailbox. Everybody has a mailbox. If you want to give something to another player, you just leave it in their mailbox. There's his mailbox, and you can see our mailbox over here. But anyway, that's all I have to show you for today. Oh, I did have one more thing to mention. We have 2 more people joining the server. I think they're just going through the application process. You have to join a clan, and honestly, I don't think there's many spots left on the server. It's this server, Tekkit. It's not like vanilla Minecraft. Vanilla Minecraft, you don't have all these machines, so you can have more people on the server. This server can only have a maximum of 8 people, and we pretty much are close to that limit. But the 2 people who are joining, they also do LPs like I do. One guy, he's pretty new to Tekkit. I think he's been playing Minecraft a while, but he's kind of new to Tekkit, so he's going to be joining. And the other guy, he's been playing Tekkit for at least a few months. He has like 40 videos up on Tekkit. His name's Aaron Plays Technic, but hopefully he'll be joining quickly too, and he'll be doing videos on the server, and hopefully we'll be able to do some collaborations together, and you'll see us build some projects together or something like that. But anyway, this is Grumpy Gamer. We'll see you next time.